Hi, it's Ryan here from smartsportstrader.com. In today's video, I want to go through two things. Firstly, I want to show a really good example of a trade that I made recently, which relates to the video about reacting to information before the majority of the market does and being able to make a profit before an event starts. And secondly, I also wanted to go through and show people how easy it is to fake winning bet slips and show big winning screens, because this goes on quite a lot, I think, in social media. I think it's really important, especially for new traders, to be more interested in the process of things rather than the result. Okay, so I've logged into my Smarkets account and I just wanted to show a trade that I've made on an upcoming NFL game. Now, I know very little about American football. I'm not even fully sure of the rules, to be honest, but I got sent some information from a friend that the Denver Broncos were missing some key players, or at least our key player, and that the odds were likely to move. So I just want to show you really the process that I made with this trade. So I'll just bring up the market here. Here's the Cleveland Browns at the Denver Broncos. You can see by using the strategy that I outlined a few weeks ago about reacting to information before the rest of the market, I've managed to lock in a really nice profit here. £457 if Cleveland win, and $448 if the Denver Broncos win. So I've done this, so we'll just have to adjust this a little bit by backing the Cleveland Browns here, an average of 2.03, and then I've laid against the Cleveland Browns an average of 1.79 for 3,800. So you can see actually the market's continued to move quite a lot. It's 1.64, so I cut out a lot of profit here, but not being a big fan of NFL, I didn't know if these odds were likely to bounce back or not. So I'll just show you that when I got this information, you can see here that the Denver Broncos were 2.4, and you can see that's pretty much my money in the red being matched. So when I got this information, I looked for the best odds possible on all the exchanges, and I found that it was on Smarkets. And I also wanted to see if the odds were moving anywhere else. So I went on to this site here, which is Odds Portal, which is much like Odds Checker. It just shows you the odds movement for pretty much all sporting events happening. And at the time, there was only Bet365 was showing, and I think Marathon Bet were also showing. So look here, you can see that on the 28th, which is when I got the information, which it was around 6:30, I think I got it. You can see there'd already been movement into 1.86 there. And I also used Marathon Bet to see if it had moved there. And you can see that Marathon Bet, they were still 1.99 at 7, but then it gradually moved in. So that really gave me confirmation that this was a good bet. And that's really the basis for good pre-match trading. And like I mentioned in an earlier video, you don't even have to be too familiar with the teams or the sport. If you understand how the markets move and you can get confirmation looking, at other bookmakers, you can do this, in boxing or MMA. If let's say a fighter has a bad weight cut, that's going to affect the odds. So really, it's just getting in the mindset of when you hear information related to a sporting event, it's just immediately wanting to check the odds and then seeing if there's an opportunity. So the second thing that I wanted to go through was faking like big wins. You see on social media a lot of the time, people just put up like huge winning screenshots, but there's no substance behind it, or there's no talk about the process. And for a lot of new traders and people trying to make money from sports betting, it's just pretty worthless, really. And I just wanted to show you how easy it is to fake this. So I'll do it on my Smarkets account here. I'll show you. So these are the results that I've actually got. And let's say I wanted to change this and make it look a lot bigger. I just right click and go and inspect, and you see it brings up like the code here. So let's just say I wanted to change this to 4,000, then I can just add a 0 and just press enter here. And if we get rid of it, now you see here, now it looks like my actual profit is 4,570. So you see how easy it is to create fake screenshots like this, and you see a lot of like services and a lot of scammers do this to try and get people interested in the service, or try and like sell themselves as some kind of Betfair or trading guru. So you just got to be really careful, and that's why I always say it's a lot more important to know about the process of something than it is to see the result. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. I know I'm not the most charismatic YouTuber, with the big crazy hand movements and stuff like that. But if you're interested in sports betting and sports trading, then I'm going to continue to make videos related to these areas. So if you give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel, that'll be a big help. And if you've got time, you can check out my website, smartsportstrader.com, where I've got a lot of information related to these things. So yeah, thank you for watching. See ya.